A warning about cars sitting idle during the pandemic, Monday at 5. Severe weather season in Georgia. Things can and do change in a matter of minutes. Sometimes seconds.
Moving through Noonan in only 4 minutes.
We've been tracking this tornado on the ground for the better part of an hour.
Powerful storms level neighborhoods and impact lives forever.
I have my family, and they're safe.
Before the next warning, there are things you can do and things you should know.
Sirens were meant for people that are outdoors.
Severe Weather Team 2 is here to guide you through severe weather season in Georgia. Here's Chief Meteorologist Glenn Burns.
Good evening. This is the time of the year when we all like to get outside and enjoy the great outdoors, right? Well, it's also the time of the year where you need to be severe weather aware. And we all know the devastation that happened in Coweta County and the devastation in and around Noonan from that tornado last month. It's what you do before a storm arrives that can really make a difference. We have a tornado on the ground. March 25th, 2021, the strongest tornado in Georgia in a decade devastated the city of Noonan.
I seen the house just moving.
The twister that left this trail of damage was on the ground for almost 40 miles.
There was EF4 damage, a confirmed EF4 tornado.
Traveling from Heard into Coweta and eventually Fayette County. The city of Noonan, we're going to get killed right now with some strong straight line winds, but to the southwest of you is where we see that tornado. So for hours, Severe Weather Team 2 tracked the storms minute by minute. The timing is critical with these storms.
In the center of this portion of the storm producing a likely tornado. If you're watching here in Coweta County, you need to seek shelter immediately.
We have our Doppler radar. It's one of the best in the country here in Severe Weather Center 2. So we're able to peer inside the storm, but not only see the rain, we can actually look inside the storm on street level and see what the wind is doing.
What we were looking at on that Thursday night and a Friday morning when the EF4 tornado moved through Noonan was really just the kind of the classic textbook example of what a powerful tornado looks like on radar.
By daybreak, the extent of the damage from that powerful tornado was clear.
I'm not a churchgoer on a regular basis, but I do believe in the man above, and he saved us.
The National Weather Service concluded an EF4, almost a mile wide, was to blame.
Those walls have all been pushed in this direction. So this is a fairly well-built home. It's on a foundation. It was actually lifted off of its foundation.
Hours before the Noonan tornado, severe storms caused damage in Polk, Floyd, and Bartow counties. High winds, hail, and heavy rains hit dozens of homes.
As you can see, the path it took, it just comes straight through here, went straight through there.
Georgia history books are filled with significant spring tornadoes. Dunwoody in 1998, downtown Atlanta 10 years later, and Easter Sunday just last year.
We just can't believe it. That house was built in 1950.
Something you may not know, a severe thunderstorm or tornado can hit Georgia in any month. Remember the Adairsville tornado?
Again, a tornado apparently about on the ground here in Adairsville. You can see to the right of this funnel some of the debris now coming up. This is only about a quarter of a mile from our location here on Highway 41 near I-75. This funnel is about to cross the interstate here in Adairsville.
While many people think of spring as severe weather season, in reality, there are two. We have one in the spring, we have one in the fall. The fall is lesser of the two. But in the springtime, and especially when you have La Nina, you have colder weather that stays longer. So those cold fronts remain stronger as they push into the southeast. So springtime, you have what we call weather wars. Cold air, warm air, battling it out. So it will go from the southeast and gradually progress northward throughout much of the spring into the northern plains. But we start out here in late February, March, and April. La Nina has a history of producing late season severe weather. So we're going to have to be weather aware here right on through early May. All indications are that La Nina is weakening. but the phenomenon thousands of miles away could still impact the risk of severe weather in Georgia.
La Nina changes the overall kind of flow and position of the jet stream across North America, and that's what has an impact on our local weather patterns. It means the storm tracks are typically displaced a little bit farther to the north, and that increases the risk for us locally.
It's flat, everything's gone.